Hi guys, welcome to a video from Armies of Exigo. This time we'll take a look on another 1v1 game between Suvak and Makrozerg. So let's start it. We are playing on a new map from maybe next time. I think it's called Two Towers, I believe, because there are two towers here on the map. Two ruined towers that you can capture for vision. But yeah, in this game Makrozerg spawned in the top left corner and he played with the orange color and fallen race, and Suvak is on his beast in the bottom left corner with the yellow color. So of course Suvak lately basically maining beast, playing it all the time, so a really good race for him. Makrozerg of course also really known for his really rich macro with fallen race, so this might be definitely pretty interesting. And if I remember it correctly, of course this is already like maybe a 2 months old game or something, at least when we are watching it, but I'm not sure right now, but definitely many weeks. But if I remember it correctly, I think Makrozerg will maybe go for like double immediate expansion or something like that, but we'll see. Maybe that was a different game. But Suvak is definitely starting with just a normal front base, so going for stables. No arena yet, but he'll probably just start it with this minion after it. And of course Makrozerg is going for his Dark Fortress, so immediate expansion. And this map is a little bit special that you have like a back entrance here to the expansion as well, but it's protected by gold fields that, as you can see, have only 30 gold. So that is that basically means that you have to go here 3 times with a villager or with 3 villagers right after each other to remove this, or you have to take like harvester and go 2 times there. So pretty much destroyable. Definitely you can get through here, but it will take some time and you will spend some villagers on that, which is of course losing resources economy, and so you don't really want to do that. But it's like a back entrance which can be definitely used at least later in the early game. I don't think it's that big of a problem, like too dangerous, so you can easily fast expand here pretty safely as well. So yeah, Fog of War again. As I said, yeah, Makrozerg is going for double immediate expansion, so extremely greedy from him. It should definitely set him ahead in terms of macro, of course. At the same time, he can easily just die here, of course, to Suvak, who is not going like one base push or something, but he definitely made the stables and arena a little bit earlier, not like immediately go for the stronghold, which he could of course easily do here. But he didn't know what Makrozerg went for. Stenol was saying some things here, actually helping Suvak.
The building complete, master.
Because he was probably here. There was Enya and Stenol as spectators, and they were probably referees, so they could also talk to the players themselves. So some hints there from Stenol, advices. But yeah, first expansion of Makrozerg is finished. Of course, expansion of Suvak as well, even though he started later. It's 20 seconds faster to build Stronghold than Dark Fortress, so it's pretty simple for him to catch up. Goblin Hut now almost being finished, and 1 minute is already going to scout here. Also, of course, Suvak kinda lucky here, immediately going to the right position, so he will find Makrozerg pretty quickly. At the same time, he could have sent here 1 million like already multiple minutes ago, so that was also kinda decent for Makrozerg that he didn't really have problems with this. But yeah, of course, Suvak already saw this expansion, now he sees this, so 3 hives. But for him to actually go and scout this, it will probably still take some time. At the same time, it will also take time for Makrozerg to actually gain any value from this expansion, because you can like kinda quickly saturate 2 bases by splitting the villagers that you pre-make before the expansion finishes. But the third base is of course extremely greedy. Yeah, now Stenol was talking about this. Yeah, and yeah, talking about tasty patch of crystals in the middle. And actually, as you can see, Suvak actually went here with his warrior and scouted this expansion, so kinda good by him. But Stingers are already here from Makrozerg, so he will force Suvak away. And Suvak now knows that he is against 3 bases, so he has like 2 choices. Either he starts pumping units from 2 bases, fully saturating them quickly. As you can see, he's not even getting any gems here yet. And just try to push it from 2 bases, but he's already behind on economy once this gets saturated a little bit. And towers can be set up there, yeah, so he might need trolls and stuff. So overall, it might be dangerous. Second option is of course to also go for third base and try to basically match the macro. But for now he's just getting pushed back by the stingers. And at the same time he already has enough goblins to just basically one-shot the stingers, so they will have to go away. Now Makrozerk is definitely losing some units kinda for nothing. All of these stingers died and I believe they didn't kill a single unit, so that was kinda a waste, but of course he doesn't really care at this point. He has so much income and spams only stingers that he is fine. Getting 3 more hives, so that will be 6 in total, also soul trap, and he also already has incubator. But still not swapping to spitters or preparing for guards, still only stingers. He also took the ruined tower. And actually Suvak managed to get here with the minion before this was captured, I think. Or maybe it like barely saw him, but Makrozerk was probably not looking here. And looks like Suvak might be able to expand here now. Because of course this is scouted by Makrozerk, but maybe won't even go here since he has the tower here and is confident that Suvak won't be able to get there. But yeah, now Suvak goes for a Goblin, Hunter and Rider push with a really big army. He's actually ahead in population, even though he's playing 2 against 3 bases. Pretty crazy. And also Makrozerk has way more population in villagers, so his army is even weaker. And now he's gonna lose the ruined tower. Makrozerk finally bringing some spitters. And getting a second incubator, okay. Also insect haste and improved metabolism. And now Suvak tries to make expansion here, but there is a stinger, so he needs to bring 2 goblins with him. And immediately goes for the expansion. So yeah, Suvak starting his 3rd base. So if Makrozerk wants to stay ahead, he will have to start a 4th one. Or he can try to push from 3 bases. He actually blocked this unit here by positioning the hives pretty poorly, so now he has to destroy his own deformer, and he doesn't have any other deformers, so that means he won't be able to make new hives. And also he won't have anything to reveal striders or any other invisible units like warlocks. Getting a stalker there, he has 1 tower. Getting astral node and 2nd dimension gate, and just spamming as many upgrades as possible for the spitters and stingers. Yeah, early stalkers. Summoner finally moving out for another base. But Suvak is going for a powerful push, still 2 population ahead, also way more resources. Still ready to make another base here. Bringing 2 warriors here for defense, but of course that won't be enough to block all of these stingers. At the same time, he might have a big problem if Suvak actually decides to just time push here with all of these units. Astral node is not even finished yet, so definitely no defile coming anytime soon. But Stinger's kinda clearing it here. Not bad at all. Even though, of course, he didn't destroy it, but it's not finished, barely, so now he has to get another minion here. It costed him like another 20-30 seconds, so not bad. Unfortunately, Makrozerk got totally locked here by all the units of Suvak. Even though Makrozerk should have way more mobile units, it wasn't really visible here too much. So he just kinda lost all the stingers. But he has some new ones, he has the spitters there, he has some stalkers, but yeah, the population is still basically balanced. While Makrozerk still has more population in villagers. His army is like 4 times weaker here maybe. This is insane. But he has a tower here that he could potentially utilize. And he's getting the defiles, of course. Once he gets that, his army will become a bit stronger. He also tries to do a split there, which is not bad. Unfortunately, Suvak got scared by this 1 tower. I don't think that would do much. Now Makrozerk is just buying time by retreating quickly to 2 sides. And keeping Suvak scared basically, because he's showing him that he can surround him, which is dangerous. But Suvak is still 10 population ahead, he could have easily pushed this, destroy all of this before the defile would be there. Now the defile is researched. And there is at least a small chance for Makrozerk to fight this. But yeah, he's actually losing half of his army before the other half actually came here. So he didn't really kill anything yet. His 4th base is kinda here, but not really saturated yet. He didn't even saturate his starting bases. Yeah, this is a problem I see here. He made 3 bases immediately, but he had only like 4 harvesters on each, so it wasn't really like 3 working bases. He had barely more resources than Suvak from 2 fully saturated bases. Suvak usually goes even way more villagers than it's actually even required there, so he can really quickly saturize new bases, and also so he gets like maximum value there. Also if he loses something, it's not a problem. So that's probably why Suvak actually was ahead in resources, even though he had more bases. I mean, Macrozerg had more bases, but Suvak was still ahead. It's because he had way better saturation of those bases. It was kinda even trade here. But Macrozerg is 10 population behind, and Suvak is already bringing new units, now bringing trolls as well. And Macrozerg really just doesn't have any soldiers at this point. Still producing in 6 hives. Has some stalkers here. Those shouldn't die really. They'll probably take some damage now, but he just needs to move them away a little bit. Suvak starting a 4th base, so now he's actually getting into an economical advantage. Still not too many units here. This base doesn't even have towers, so that will fall really quickly, but of course there are already trolls, so it wouldn't even really help anymore. Because they're moving there. I think now he has less population in villagers, and he actually is ahead in population overall. Problem is that he's absolutely not grouped up. And he will probably just run out of defiles before he can get his army here. At the same time, Suvak was standing kinda a long time in the defile, probably focusing on his production of units, maybe building some expansions, getting some upgrades, so he doesn't have the best micro here, and eventually it will cost him the whole army. So definitely a mistake there. And then Macrozerg kinda nicely swarmed him. Now he has a decent army of spitters with 1-2 upgrades and stalkers with defiles. On the other side we can see Suvak doesn't really have anything major, but basically same population. Most units probably still in production, yeah, so he needs to delay it a little bit, but he's also getting ogres now. Witches, goblins, even warlocks, yeah, once there are warlocks, this is GG because he doesn't avoid walkers to dispel fogs. But actually poison fog is not researched yet. He needs like 45 more seconds for that. Defense on the towers. Macrozerg trying to prepare for a surround. Fortunately now he's actually getting surrounded, yeah. The Fallen Totem expired, villagers ran in, and now also this army from here, and also more units are coming, yeah, so. And also half of the army of Macrozerg is not even fighting here. So yeah, this is not gonna go too well for him. No poison fog, so he's at least using Guardian runes. Still similar population, but he's just behind on income now as well. Ogres also proving to be pretty useful here, slaughtering everything there, and now there is also the poison fog, scattering the army of Macrozerg even more. He's just spamming more and more spitters. They are already level 4, which is good. But only 1-2 upgrades, so you can see Goblin Hunters are 3 and 1. Plus of course Superior Boomerang, even though of course spitters also have Venom. But it is not that powerful. Since it's not splash, it's just way less value. Macros are actually making the bases now, but they are just not really getting any resources yet. He would need time that he doesn't have to make them work.
Our research complete, Master. We are being attacked.
Suvak is just accumulating a little bit more units, so he has a bigger army. Macrozerg trying to bring some stingers here from behind, but that's mostly probably just to harass some villagers. He doesn't really have enough units to make a proper split so he can surround the beast army.
Our tribes are under attack.
And there are also berserkers now for Suvak. Already 40 population ahead. This was some nice damage to goblins, but he should pull back immediately once he killed them.
The enemy is attacking us.
And eventually Macrozer just calls it GG. So yeah, that was kinda quick game, 21 minutes, 10 seconds. Suvak the winner here, 131 kills and 105 kills for Macrozerk. Of course reverse losses. Experience also not that big of a difference, yeah, upgrades. Suvak just everywhere a little bit more ahead. And resources, yeah, also a little bit more in the favor of Suvak. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and I'll see you in the next one, so take care guys.